Okay, so one of the things that I want to talk about right now is impending events. I think that it is absolutely crucial for you guys to go from event to event to event to keep your martial arts studio running and running successfully. So our event is pretty much always our martial arts test. I don't even like to use the word test. We'll talk about that later, but I like to say graduation or belt promotion, however you like to call it, we'll say graduation. So we go from graduation to graduation. So real-time example, we have our belt promotions or our graduations coming up in about 2 months from now. So we're already putting people's names on a whiteboard. Oh, that's a really good tip, by the way. We use a whiteboard for a lot of things. So what we do with our whiteboard is we have a big whiteboard and I have the students write their names on them. Not me, they write their names on the board to show that they're going to be here for that belt graduation, that they're so that we know that they're going to show up, you know. So they're putting their name on the board, and that means that they are going to be there. You know what I mean? And so that's really important, okay? Because if they start to think about quitting or giving up or not coming to class as much, they start to think, you know, I made the obligation is the word I was looking for. I made the obligation that I'm going to come to that belt graduation, so I better come to class. You know, I better not cancel my membership just yet because I want to get that new belt, right? And so that's how we look at it. I know other martial arts schools, their event to event to event is something like, hold on, I'll call them back. All right, so I know other martial arts schools where their event is something like they're running tournaments or competitions like MMA fights even. But here's the thing, you guys, like if you have somebody who's training for an MMA fight and you're running your school based from MMA fight to fight to fight to fight, you're gonna have a really tough school, okay? So that's one thing. And if that's your goal, that's fine. But if your goal is to have 100 students and support your family, that might not be the best idea, because what happens then is you get somebody, they sign up until the fight, and when their fight's over, a lot of times they'll cancel their membership or they won't be coming in as much. And unlike belt promotion, they can't fight every 2 months, 3 months, and you get a lot of injuries and things like that way. So I like to go from belt promotion to belt promotion, all right? And so as soon as a belt promotion is over, we're already looking at what is our goal for the next belt promotion. There's other little events that you can put on at your school that can help increase the student retention. It's things like seminars, demonstrations, competitions. I said something a little negative about competitions, but competitions can also help increase retention. So there's a lot of those things, but for me, being a black belt school and our goal to get people to black belt, regardless of what age they're at or how in shape they are, or if they're in our kickboxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kids class, whatever it is, our goal is to get them to black belt. So we always want to have that be their goal as well. And so we're always going from event to event to event using our belt graduation day. Super, super important. You'll have crazy high retention if you do it like that. Okay, I got to get to class.